Hey there, it's Gail with this week's energy reading for the Lightworkers Starseed Collective. Hope you're having a great start to the week. So I'm going to pull some tarot today and probably some oracle cards. I'm going to start with the tarot. Oh gosh, we've got stuff coming out already. So I don't know about you, but it feels like the energies are they're kind of getting whipped up right now. And actually where I'm at in the country, we just had a hurricane blow through. So there's like this sense of, when a storm comes through, that there's kind of like this tumultuousness, things getting stirred up. But it's also like a purification process is what I'm getting here. So, hopefully you were not in the path of ennui this weekend. Where I am, we were sort of in the cone, whatever they call that there. But it wasn't a big deal here. So very grateful for that. We just got a little bit of rain, which we kind of need. Interesting. Okay. So you may be feeling some not so, not so easy energies this week, but it's like the message is that there's a purpose to it. So if you're feeling some heavy energies, or if you're noticing some discord or discomfort, or even some conflict or chaos in your life, the intention is to kind of stir the pot, right, and get you present to what you're really wanting, to what you are creating and what you're really wanting to create this week. So pull the tarot, and we've got the Justice, we've got Queen of Discs, Four of Cups, and this is that stormy energy, right? It looks kind of rough and tumbled here. Five of Swords. I think I need to pull one more. I'm getting a lot of nurturing energy, and balanced out by truth and some logic, but it's really tapping into your heart space and that nurturing energy to receive wisdom. And it's almost like coming at this week with a little bit of that like innocent child mind. Oh my gosh, wow, okay. And we've got, I don't know if you can see that. So the other cards we got were Seven of Cups and Seven of Discs. Okay, so I'm going to tune in here. And there's a lot of imagery in these cards, so it might take me a little bit longer. I'm not as used to working with these cards because they're very deep and complex. So what I'm feeling is, like I was saying, that there's this very nurturing, protective, a little bit mysterious energy coming in this week. We are coming off a full moon. I'm getting like a lot of dark. So there may be some shadow work that's going to come up this week. There's an opportunity it's like there may be some lessons that you've been going through, that you've been learning, that might be coming up again. Sorry guys, I know I'm just the messenger and you might not want to hear it, but there may be some emotions, some experiences some wounds, some inner work that needs to happen. But it's like it's those final stages of clearing that out, shifting, repurposing, releasing that negative energy into a more productive, a more prosperous space for you. And what I'm feeling here is like, sometimes when we have to do this inner work, right, and it feels really heavy and we come at it from our adult mind, we make up a lot of stories about it, right? And we get ourselves all psyched up about it. And so I'm also feeling that this week is, if you can come to that deeper work, that inner work, less from that sort of reluctant or even fearful energy, but more in like that curiosity. If you think about, I know I mention this a lot when I do these readings, but really tapping into how a child is really curious about their world, right? They're not necessarily, if you think like a toddler, and even younger, right? Children are not telling themselves stories about the things that they are doing or, are inspired to do, right? Like they just go and they do it. They're curious. They want to see what happens. And so even though this might feel like deeper work that, you're like, oh, I'm not sure I want to go there, try to come at it from that space of joy and curiosity and wonder. Like, ooh, I wonder what's hiding under here, under the shadows over here. Like what might be down there, and really be compassionate with yourself as you're doing that inner work, instead of maybe, the tendency is often to kind of feel like, oh my gosh, I thought I healed this, right? Or I thought I took care of this. Like, oh my God, this is coming up again. And what I'm feeling for this week is to try to catch yourself, notice when you're doing that and catch yourself and just love yourself up in that moment. Like, oh, yep, I'm doing that again, right? Have a good laugh over it. And then just be gentle with yourself. Don't beat yourself up for not being further along. Just be with wherever you're at with your inner work. And I feel like that's with the Justice card here, like that's the balance to come at this deep, this really deep and rich and fertile healing, with a compassionate heart, with that childlike wonder, but also with a clear mind, right? That you're not necessarily getting hooked into your own story. You're not getting caught up in the past, but really with an intention of kind of stirring things up in a way that's going to allow you to release and heal and purify for that next level. So I'm going to pull maybe one or two oracle cards just to see what else comes up for us. So what you want wants you. It's one of my favorite cards. So, and when I see this card, it's like whatever you've been working on manifesting, if it's feeling like, oh my God, is this ever going to happen? Like, you ever have that? There's something that you've kind of been working on or working towards, and it feels like you've been patient and you've been doing your work and you're like, I know it's coming. Like you can almost feel it coming, but then you also have that moment where you're like, oh my God, is this ever going to happen? When I see this card, this is just confirmation that, you're being recognized for the work that you're putting in, and to trust that you're going to be rewarded or compensated, whatever word you want to use for the work. As long as your intentions are pure, your heart is pure about it, that desire that you're wanting is going to be attracted to you. It's just a matter of getting into that alignment. And what I'm feeling is that that's what you've been doing. That's what you've been working on. Ooh, look at. Okay, sorry. I thought one of them flipped over, but I didn't. So this is just confirmation that even if it feels like it's out of reach, don't stop. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing, because it is working, and it's just a matter of those final stages of alignment is what I'm hearing. It's like you're almost there. I keep hearing it. Oh my God. Whoa, there's a lot of these. Yeah. Because the transformation's coming in. Yeah, this is really interesting. The air. So we got butterfly spirit, air spirit, and gratitude. And so what I'm feeling here is that the transformation and the manifestation comes in when you're balancing being in that state of gratitude. Now, this is knowledge, but what I'm feeling is like this is tapping into your inner knowing, and it's also it's like taking the action. Oh, look at that. And that's a 1. So you might be thinking, what I'm feeling is that this is speaking to overthinking. So you might be overthinking, right? So look at the places, if there's something that you're wanting to bring into your reality, there's something here about the way that you've manifested in the past, and that it's not necessarily working for you anymore. So it's, and I keep getting this overthinking. So it's like, that the expression thoughts become things, right? And it's like, no, it's an invitation to go deeper. And what I'm feeling is that it's connected to, in particular, your ability to feel gratitude for where you are right now, and taking that action to move towards. You can't really tell that she's moving, but she's in this boat with the swan, right? It's interesting. We have swan and butterfly, which are, really powerful symbols of transformation and love, really. I always think of swans as love and like true love. So there might be something going on here for you with true love. But she's in this boat, and she's moving towards what it is she's manifesting. So there may be some action that you need to take this week. And what I'm feeling is that, get into that space of gratitude for where you are now, and then tune into your heart. Trust that what you want wants you, right? And ask spirit, source, angels, your guides, whoever it is that who you tend to ask, your higher self, what action or actions do you need to take this week to get you into that alignment with what it is that you're wanting? And I'm also feeling like as you're doing that and kind of working on these last bits, I know that this keeps coming up in these, right? You got to work on those last bits of healing and doing a little bit more shadow work. But look at here in the 7 of discs, right? It's pretty dark, but there's all this light here on the horizon, and it's piercing into the darkness. And so it's, to me, like that's saying that you're almost there. You're almost there. Just keep going. Keep having that patience. Keep trusting that your desires are coming in, that things are changing. They're shifting. It's like that in between place, right? Like where things haven't quite changed yet, but it's like things are happening behind the scenes to bring that manifestation in. It's just a matter of keeping the faith, keep doing what you're doing, keep trusting, staying in that space of gratitude, and taking whatever action, inspired action that comes up for you this week. So just want to tune in and see if there's anything else. Is there anything else for the collective this week? Okay, they want me to pull one more Sacred Rebel card. What is this? What advice? What other advice do you have for us as far as mission, healing? What should we be focusing on, Spirit, for our highest good this week? What else? She feels, she knows, and it's 22. And they're showing me this peacock feather here, right? And so I feel like that's also showing up, being proud of who you are, showing up in your brilliance, in your magic, not hiding that anymore, right? Like not hiding your brilliance, who you really are. I'm noticing a lot of red on this card as well. I don't know. To me, this looks like a black eye. So there may be some in your healing work. I'm just feeling like there's maybe there's a sense of not feeling safe to show up in your brilliance, and that may be connected to to inner child wounds, childhood experiences. So your healing specifically, you might want to direct it toward any feelings of not feeling safe or secure in showing up in your sovereignty, in your true self, because that's what the invitation is here. It is to really live into your. You think about a peacock, right? Like they're just strutting all their colors, they're strutting all their stuff, and that's the invitation. Is to, you don't have to worry about that not being safe anymore. Okay, so Spirit is really calling for us to do any work around not feeling safe, and I get it, been there, continue to work on it. So if that's coming up for you, especially those of you who are on mission and you're doing a lot of speaking, or you're writing, like communication is a big part of your mission. I'm feeling like, especially for those of us who are out there and we're speaking truth, this is the week to really, anything that's holding you back from doing that, this is the week to really focus on that. So guys, that's your reading for this week. If this resonates, please feel free to drop a comment below. I'll also have a copy of this over at my YouTube page at Gail Nowak. If you're not subscribed over there, I'd love for you to do that as well. In addition to these weekly readings, I also post educational videos over there in regards to visibility blocks and healing your visibility wounds so that you can show up and share vulnerably and soulfully promote your business. So love to see you over there as well. Bye for now.